good, football fans? Welcome back to Diary TV channel, where we look into the hottest transfer rumors, breaking news, and all things football. I am Ogenekaro Asowe, and today we are talking about a story that got Manchester United fans buzzing: the race to sign Napoli's superstar striker Victor Osimhen. If you've been following our channel for a while, you will know we've been on Victor Osimhen's transfer saga for a long time, and now this saga has taken a wild twist with an historic offer on the table that could change everything. Will Osimhen land at Old Trafford, or is another club ready to steal the show? Buckle up, because we've got a lot to unpack in this one. And from United attacking woes to Galatasaray bold move and the law of the Champions League, we are covering it all. So then, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Let's dive into the latest on Victor Osimhen's future together. Let's start with Manchester United. The Red Devils are at a crossroad. Under new managers Ruben Amorim, the team is desperate to address their attacking struggles. Last season, United's goal tally in the Premier League was underwhelming, and it's clear that bolstering up the front line is priority number one for the summer transfer window. Names like Victor Gyökeres and Liam Delap have been floated, but one player who's consistently been on United's radar is Victor Osimhen. The Nigerian striker was a target during Erik's tenure, and with Amorim now at the helm, the interest in him hasn't faded. Why? Because Osimhen is a proven goal machine. With 76 goals in 133 games for Napoli, he's shown that he can deliver at the highest level. But here is the catch: United are cash strapped. INEOS, the club's new stakeholders, are pushing to lower the wage bill, and big signings will require some clever financial maneuvering. Could a European League triumph be the key to unlocking these funds? We will get to that later. To understand this transfer saga, we need to rewind. Victor Osimhen was the toast of Italy in 2023, leading Napoli to their first Serie A title in over 3 decades. His 26 league goals that season made him one of the most sought-after strikers in world football, but things turned soured. A fallout with Napoli's board last season left Osimhen sidelined, and despite interest from Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain, and even Saudi clubs, no permanent move has materialized. Then enters Galatasaray. With the Turkish transfer window open longer than European top leagues, the Istanbul Giants swooped in with a season-long loan deal in September 2024, and boy, Osimhen delivered for them. As of today, he has bagged an incredible 33 goals in just 37 matches for Galatasaray. From headers to acrobatic finishing, Osimhen is sharpening his game, making him a nightmare for defenders. You can imagine. His form has reignited interest from the Premier League clubs, but there is a twist that could keep him in Turkey. Let's look at that next. This is the place where things get quite interesting. Everyone has assumed that Osimhen's stint at Galatasaray was a pit stop before a big move to a top 5 league. But according to Turkish outlet, Galatasaray has other plans. The club board is really impressed with the 26-year-old, that they are preparing an historic £56 million bid to sign him permanently from Napoli. That's a massive statement from a Turkish club, and it shows how much Osimhen has won over the fans and hierarchy in Istanbul. Galatasaray are on the verge of winning the Turkish Super League, which could secure Champions League football next season. So this is a huge selling point. But the big question still remains. Will Osimhen decide to stay? However, he has expressed his gratitude for the love he received in Turkey, saying, and I'm quoting, "I want to continue to make them proud." And since his ambition to play in the Premier League, where he idolized Didier Drogba, might outweigh the law of staying. Meanwhile, Napoli are eager to cash in before his contract nears his 2026 expiry, so you know the clock is ticking. While Galatasaray plot their blockbuster move, Manchester United aren't alone in chasing Osimhen. Arsenal and Chelsea has been heavily linked, with the Gunners reportedly turning down a move earlier due to his wage demands, but still they are keeping tabs on him. Chelsea, despite earlier interest, seem to have cooled down their pursuit, potentially giving the United an edge. Liverpool has also emerged as a dark horse, with reports suggesting that they could rival United for a new striker. And Osimhen's $75 million release clause, roughly 64 million euros, makes him an attractive option, especially if Napoli lowers their demand to around $60 to $65 million, as other sources claim. But there still remains a hurdle: Osimhen's salary's expectation. He is reportedly seeking out $12 million net per year, which is equivalent to £200,000 per week. For United, who is already juggling a tight budget, this is a steep ask. And let's not forget Juventus, who are lurking in the background, though they are reportedly behind in the race for Osimhen's signing. However, Osimhen has made one thing clear: he wants to play in the Champions League. That's a challenge for Manchester United, who are currently battling in the Europa League. As of May 8, 2025, United hold a commanding 3-0 aggregate lead over Athletic Bilbao in the semi-finals. A win here could set up a final against Tottenham Hotspur or Bodo Glimt. If United lift the Europa League trophy in the base country later this month, they will secure a Champions League spot for next season, and it's a massive boost for their transfer ambition. Not only would it enhance their appeal to players like Osimhen, but it will also provide a financial windfall. Winning the European League could mean 6 English teams in the Premier League next season. A historic feat. And for Osimhen, the prospect of joining a United side back in Europe's elite competition might just tip the scales, especially if Amorim's project starts to take shape. So, where does this leave us? Manchester United are in the mix for Victor Osimhen, but the road to signing him is fraught with obstacles. Galatasaray £56 million offer is a game changer, and Osimhen's decision will hinge on whether he prioritizes Champions League football in Turkey or a Premier League move. United financial constraints mean that they need to sell players, perhaps even big names like Alejandro Garnacho or Kobe Manoyo. Though this might seem unlikely given their untouchable status, Rio Ferdinand, a United legend, has thrown his weight behind Osimhen, calling him the ideal signing to lead the line. And with Arsenal, Liverpool and potential Sadu clubs settling, this transfer race is so far from over. But one thing is for sure: Osimhen's next move will be one of the biggest stories of the summer window. Should United go all in for Osimhen, or is there another other striker they should target? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And that's a wrap for today's story into the Victor Osimhen transfer saga. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your mates, and hit that subscribe button for more football content. Don't forget to turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. We'll be back with more transfer news, match analysis, and everything you need to stay in the loop. Until then, stay passionate, stay united, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.